This has been the craziest roller coaster, but like mentally, not emotionally, right? So someone else can take up the shard. So preservation is not the shard. It's who holds the shard, which is the power. And also they mentioned a vault. That is what it is. Kelsier found a drawer full of gemstones. But so they have this orb, and you break it, and it like buffs you up to where you can then absorb preservation's power and become preservation. Interesting. I do like that after Kelsier heard their plan, he's like, game recognizes game. Can't hate it. And also, these beings, so they drink light to replenish. That is so cool. That is so cool. I've mentioned in my other videos that I love, in Star Wars when it gets all like mystical and Force stuff. And this feels like that, which is really cool. I do think it's hilarious that Kelsier spends an entire week just tormenting these people. Which is so funny because I'm introduced to them and they seem so powerful and ethereal and like beyond my comprehension. But then Kelsier is just like playing a ghost while they're camping. And it's like, oh, I went from, wow, what are these beings? And they're saying things that I just don't understand. And Kelsier's just like, psst, I'm coming for you. And they're like, ugh! That is hilarious. Also, so Kelsier, first off, his plan totally works. What a pro. But he knocks out Alanoi's guard. He can do that? Interesting. Because he punched through preservation and he was just missed, and it's like, well, you can't touch this guy. And then the drifter just manhandled him. But I guess he did. Okay. So he can physically, he did hit the drifter. So he can hit people, and the people can be affected by it. I don't know what that is. I'll figure that out later. But the fact that he knocked out Alanoi's guard, very cool. But then Alanoi just gives him the orb? This is such like whiplash, because I thought Alanoi was like this really powerful being because she was so confident of like, this is what we're going to do. We got this. And everyone's like, yeah, she's in charge. And he's just like, give me that. She's like, okay. This week it sucked. And it's full of like glowing liquid, but it's different than what they were drinking to replenish their light. What is that? Also, the fact that she gets off the horse and is like, I'll serve you if you want, thinking it's ruin, that is insane to me. And at first I was like, with Kelsier being like, don't get on your horse, you're gonna walk. And I was like, okay, a little intense. But when she was like, oh, I'll serve you, I was like, yeah, make her walk. This is nuts. Like, just the idea that I went from, whoa, what is going on here, to, wow, look at these beings. They kind of remind me of like the Skeksis before they turn into Skeksis. You know, those like light beings where you're like, wow, look at that. But then they can get scared and knocked out, and and the fact that Kelsier like made his robe disappear and they're like, oh my god, she disappeared. That's so funny. It's like a Wizard of Oz kind of thing, you know, like, don't look behind the curtain. Just, what a ride. But now, what is Kelsier gonna do with that orb? Like, does Kelsier want to become preservation? But then he wouldn't see Mare again. I don't know. The plot is thickening, my friends.